Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to the Thai Vegan Festival. It happens every year, it follows the lunar calendar, and that means this year it's from October 16 to 25. For 10 days, as you can see above me, people are eating good veggies, they're eating vegetables for a good life because they believe it will bring good fortune, good luck, and of course, good health. I can be very excited about that, and I am also very excited to share with you the first day of the Thai Vegan Festival this year, Tessagaan Gin Jay. Welcome. So cool. So you can see many restaurants, even though they may or may not cook vegan food already, they are definitely advertising, they are definitely showing the public, welcoming people in who, again, may or may not eat vegan outside of this time, but there are many people who eat for these 10 days a Thai vegan diet. I'll tell you a few more details about what that means, but it's basically a vegan diet. So we are going to see a lot of Thai recipes made into vegan foods, but also, of course, many unique Thai vegan recipes. Let's go check out what they have today. Okay, so they will have, for example, many awesome Thai dishes like the gang kheo wan, but then also pla rad pik. It's not actually fish, it's going to be some vegan tofu ใช่ไหมครับทำมาจากเต้าหู้หรือมันเป็นเห็ดขาเห็ดเต้าหู้แล้วก็โปรตีนโอเคขอลองกินอันนี้นะครับโคกิ้งนะโอเคโคกิ้งด้วยนะครับเผ็ดนะชอบเผ็ดชอบกินเผ็ดนะครับแล้วก็น้ำพริกหนุ่มหรือน้ำพริกปลาน้ำพริกหนุ่มใช่ไหมครับ Okay, so he said the kuo kling, which is a southern Thai food, and actually the Tessagaan Gin Jay comes from Phuket. You might know it from Phuket, but anyways, this is a spicy food, and then pad phet ด้วยนะครับ Yes. Cool. ปกติจะมีอาหารตามสั่งใช่ไหมครับ Cool. So it is a restaurant that pays tribute to the Chinese heritage for sure. มี3อย่างแล้วก็ขอซุปอันนี้แล้วก็ข้าว2จานนะครับโอ้หลนใช่ไหมครับหลนปูหลนปลาน้ำพริกอะไรไม่เชิงหลนแต่เป็นแค่น้ำพริกโอเคขอน้ำพริกแล้วก็แตงกวาด้วยนะครับแล้วก็ข้าวเปล่า2จานนะครับขอบใจเด้อเปิดไฟแล้ว So they will have like a little arrangement here of different ingredients that you can use for vegan cooking at home. So these are all nampik, which are Thai chili dips, but they're all going to be vegan. So actually, most of these would include pork or fish, but instead these are all protein and mushrooms. So the vegan festival in Thailand is not only about eating healthy, it is also about keeping the mind and the attitude actually very clean. And for these 10 days, it's important to do things like maybe share food with those who don't have enough. So you will often see like this, they have free food, small portions that they will just give to people, and it's a lot about the attitude as well. Let's go sit down. ขอบคุณมากครับ Okay, so look at the table. It is beautiful, but do you see anything missing? Always at Thai restaurants of this style, there is going to be a bowl right here of chili and fish sauce. Both of these ingredients are not eaten by Thai vegans, so Jay is a little bit different than full vegan. It would have many things that are similar, but one thing that is different is the smells and the strong feelings in the mouth that go along with food. So, for example, garlic, fresh garlic. They don't eat chives, Chinese chives. They leave your breath stinky. They don't eat that. Chilies, very spicy. They don't eat chilies. So, this meal is going to be still very flavorful. I mean, it is Thai food, but part of the vegan festival is stepping back from your daily life and contemplating kind of peace and serenity. I can definitely get behind the peace and serenity. I got so excited about the food just there, I almost forgot my own peace and serenity. So, food has been blessed. Let's dive in. Let me show you my partner here. Thank you also to her for taking care of the video at every meal. Thank you for her today. And this is one of those dishes that is going to be imitating Thai food. So this is not a huge fillet of fish. Actually, it's a huge fillet of vegan tofu, but it is still covered with red curry. It is covered with shreds of makrud, which is kaffir lime. Just right onto the rice. Dive right in. The curry paste is sweet. The texture is kind of very uniform, but it is actually it has some crunch on the outside. That's okay. It's like a big patty, like a monster mushroom covered in Thai red curry sauce. The nampik that we ordered to go with the tang kwa, which is cucumber, but I'm right now interested in this. You see, again, it's not meat. It's full of stuff like carrots, yam, mushroom, the stem of the mushroom, things that are gonna kind of simulate that flavor and satisfaction of the meat. But you know what? When it comes to flavor, this food is so awesome on its own. You definitely do not miss the meat. And it's so exciting to see what recipes some of the chefs during this time are coming up with. Very sticky rice. Wow, there must be some... Oh, that's so good. There's like a really sour vinegar there too. I was not expecting that. Oh, that's so good. This was the one I was most excited to try because I love eggplant. And this I know is made with roasted mushrooms. So it is made after a Thai pad pet, which just means fried spiciness. It's one of my favorite curries in Thailand. Excuse me. So it's full of whole mushrooms, but also processed mushrooms. Thai eggplant. You do have some chilies in that, so it's cool. This one is a little bit spicy. And then it's fried with coconut milk. Okay. That's awesome. Yes, definitely not missing the meat with that one. I wish it was more warm. That's the only thing I can say. Because of the style that they're cooking and the way that they prepare food. You know, honestly, it is a time when you're not supposed to put food at the forefront of your life, which we sometimes do in Thailand. But so aside from the temperature, that dish is amazing. I love nampik, and you know what? I'm gonna just dip a cucumber straight into that. So this wonderful mess of flavor. You know what? I can't even guess. I'm just gonna taste first. The texture is amazing. For sure, if we were not at a vegan restaurant, there's no way you would convince me that it's not shreds of fish meat. It's so flaky, it's so nicely chewy. Oh. Okay, and that is spicy too. That's awesome. It goes so great with the cucumber, like the crunch of the cucumber behind that. Yeah, that's actually spicy. Okay, so they don't eat whole chilies, but they do have some spice in the food. And then you have cilantro and some bean curd. I can taste that now too. Some sourness from bean curd. That is amazing. Last but not least, we gotta have a soup, and that is a bitter gourd stuffed with mung beans, with imitation pork, and then carrots. It's gonna be oily and fatty, but not from animal fat. Oh wow, that's cool. It's hard to cut through, but it's cool. I like when they keep the bitter gourd without boiling it so much, because it means it's still gonna be nicely bitter. Oh man, I just destroyed that, but yeah, I am still excited because I know the gourd is gonna hold its original flavor well. Oh, chunks of mushrooms. The simplicity, the bitterness. Bitter gourd, and it is an amazing vegetable. Wow. So here you can see the carrots, the mung bean noodles that are inside it. I think there's some garlic, but not that much. The broth is just clean. It's salty. Just very simple. Just that's a comforting dish right there. I love that combination. And the mushrooms just adding. Actually, I think a different species of mushrooms, right? I think they are also in this dish over here. Okay, so we got 5 dishes. We are just enjoying the first night of the vegan festival in Thailand at this roadside restaurant right close to our house. One of the many examples of just a small local restaurant that is going to be proud to show themselves as a vegan place, a place where you can eat vegan food, especially during this Thai Tessagaan Gin Jay, the Thai Vegan Festival. He's so cool. He was asking about the YouTube channel. Very nice to meet you. What's your name?
Nat.
Nat. Joe. Nice to meet you, Joe.
Nice to meet you too.
And see you again. We live not so far from here, so it would be great to come and eat amazing vegan food with Mr. Nat again. Cool, man. So now we are gonna try. Okay, so I wanted something else that is a little bit more spicy. I know they don't eat entire chilies, but I asked her what's the spiciest thing in the restaurant. She said, "Pala Pat Jay." Now that sounds awesome. We gotta try it. So I'm gonna just grab this and go right back to our table. Nice to meet the owner. It was a little busy when we walked in, but I just wanted to say thank you to that young guy. Get to meet him a little bit, but he gave us a recommendation, and I'm so happy to try their vegan blara. If there's anything that's a combination of Isan and vegan, it's this right here. Think, how can you make a stinky fermented fish that's been rotting in a clay vessel for 3 months? How do you make that into a vegan dish? We're gonna find out right now. It does smell strong, but it's nothing compared to fresh bala, but wow, cool. I see chilies for sure, and I'm gonna guess it's made with jackfruit. I did not ask, but I'm just looking at the consistency. If it's not mushroom, then it's probably pounded jackfruit, and maybe the fermentedness is going to come from bean curd, which is a wonderful thing to ferment for sure. Wow, yeah, it's pretty messy. Okay, and then kaffir lime leaf, and I'm sure there are chilies in there. Vegan bala, cheers. That's good. That's really good. I am pretty sure it's jackfruit. It's so nicely mushy. The texture of that is what does it for me. It is very salty though. One thing that you're gonna have to watch out for when eating every day for this vegan Tessagaan Gin Jay week is sodium. A lot of these dishes are gonna be very high in salt. So aside from that, they're also extremely high in flavor and in health. Get ready for a great week, full-on vegan options here in Khon Kaen. Which dish are you finding interesting over there?
This one.
What is that? Can you guess? Do you know?
Don't know the name.
So it's some kind of nampik. I'm thinking that it's supposed to be like crab.
The flavor is like I made a dish today
Okay.
and now put in the fridge.
Okay.
The next time continue to eat.
What a nice description.
Is it like that?
Yeah, it is sour in a funky way. For sure, it's fermented in some way, which is kind of cool, but yeah, like you said, interesting and unique flavor. Oh, that one looks so good though. Which one is that?
This one is good. It's like in China we had a bamboo.
Oh.
The fermented bamboo fry with
Uh-huh.
the meat of the baby fish. It's similar.
Okay, so he got the food to go. It's okay. He changed his mind, but yeah, it would be hard to gain the confidence to sit in a restaurant like this. So no problem. He got the food to go, and bless him during this time as well. That is definitely part of the spirit of Tessagaan Gin Jay as well. Sharing food with others, especially others who are on hard times at the moment. We are very blessed to have a lot of food still in front of us, and we are going to get to the job of enjoying it, finishing it, this huge meal, again, of the Tessagaan Gin Jay, the vegan festival in Thailand. Good night. Final bite of the first day of the Tessagaan Gin Jay. I'm always excited for this time every year. Cheers. And get ready for a lot more tasty vegan food for the next 10 days. Okay, by the way, I bought a pink motorbike. No, this is a friend. In this 10-day vegan festival, the Tessagaan Gin Jay, something I am excited for each year. One thing to remember is it's going to be a little bit different each day. There are people who really have faith in the ceremony aspect, people who have faith in the kind of body cleansing aspect, and then of course people who are just in it for the health as far as food goes. So I am going to be doing multiple vlogs, going to be doing just basic editing, but sharing the history and kind of the sights and sounds, definitely the flavors of this whole vegan festival. It's 10 days, so please remember, click the little bell icon so that you can get notified of the next video. I am going to be posting quite a bit more content over the next few months. I'm getting a little faster at editing. Thank you for the motivation that you give me down in the comments right now. So if you do like this video, just let me know about it. I would love to hear from you, really. So from both Lee and myself, good night in Khon Kaen. Much love, everyone. Peace. See you for the next one. like that. Maybe he's on hard times. It's cool during this time of year. He knows that he can come to restaurants like this and get a meal. So you saw he was still nervous to come into a restaurant, but I tried to give him some confidence and I said I would pay for him to sit here and yeah, cool. He picked a few dishes. Anyways, that's kind of the feeling of the vegan festival also. So